I guess I should, okay, that's stuff I have to fold, not fold, hang. Okay, I have just laundry that I need to do. But today I'm doing the 6 weeks and 1 day pregnancy update. And all that you hear is Sebastian, he's eating next to me. But I wanted to stop in here and do that fairly quickly. It's going to be a very distracting video, but I think that, yes. Those are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is yours super yummy?
Uh-huh.
I'm putting on my socks. Okay. So, it's been another week. 6 weeks in 1 day, and I wanted to sit down and talk about, I guess, how I'm feeling. I set my appointment. It was a little bit emotional because I think it finally settled when I set the appointment and I had to call in. I think it finally settled in that, this is actually really happening. Okay, hold on. Okay, had to talk to him so that he knows. I'm just gonna do this really quickly, and that way I can give him all of my attention. But what's happening, I set up my appointment, and I think it finally settled in. It was a little bit emotional. I did kind of tear up because I just feel like it's weird how I'm having to go through it, like, I don't even know how to talk. Hold on. So what I'm trying to say is the reason why it was emotional is because it's kind of having to go through those steps again. And once you set an appointment, it's like, you first, I see the pregnancy test and I'm like, oh, okay, it's positive. It says I'm pregnant. And then it was just kind of like, oh, okay. And then as soon as I set the appointment was whenever it came to the point of realization, like, oh, this is really happening. And then also, usually they schedule you for your interview first. The interview is basically where they ask you all of your medical history and all of your information of what to expect, I guess, whenever they're going to go look at you, as in how your other pregnancies have gone and stuff. Sebastian, what do you need to do?
I'm going to go hide you.
No, please. So basically they do your interview first so that you can talk about your medical history, and then they schedule you for your appointment. And I think then they're like, oh, okay, we need to do an ultrasound, or they do the ultrasound the second appointment. Okay, so I guess what made me really tear up is that the first thing they did was schedule me for my ultrasound. So I have the ultrasound first so that they can locate the pregnancy, see where the placement is, and then I have my interview. So I guess the day that I go in and they do the ultrasound, if they see that the placement is not where it needs to be, they'll go on ahead and talk to me about treatment. So it's a little nerve-wracking. So that's what happened during this, this past week. And also I have been feeling so much more symptoms, and I'm honestly getting a little bit more motivated and a little bit more excited. I know the last update that I did a week ago was kind of depressing and sad. Honestly, I just edited that video and I kind of feel sad that I felt like that, but it was just literally how I was feeling, and I'm glad that I did feel it so that I could explain, like, I guess, that the reasoning behind that is just because of fear and not knowing, what's going to happen. But I feel a lot better this week just because I have way more symptoms. I've scheduled my appointment, and I'm feeling a lot more stuff that I did not feel this past time, which now that I have something to compare that to, I think I would have seen the red flags on that previous one, just because that last time I didn't feel any nausea. I just felt good. I only saw like a couple of things that were different about me that would cause me to believe, oh yeah, something's happening. But this time around with this one, fatigue. I am so exhausted. Like this past week I've been so tired and all I wanted to do was nap, but clearly someone says, no mommy, you're not napping, like ever. So then, you just have to fight through it. The second one is food aversion. I just don't want to eat any food. I look at the food and I'm thinking, I just don't want to eat it. Like I just don't want it. I'm not into wanting to eat it. And then wanting to eat a specific thing and then going somewhere, not finding it, and then being sad. Oh, like I really wanted to eat that. I think that's happened twice now. And it just makes me really sad because I have this feeling that it's like that's all like I want to eat, but yet I can't eat that. So then it kind of makes you feel like sad because the food versions that you're having with the other things, and then the one thing that you do want to eat but you cannot find, and the nausea. So the nausea is really annoying. It's not nausea to the point to where you're like wanting to vomit, but it's nausea where it's like there. And it doesn't matter if I eat. Like, I know a lot of things is keep your stomach full, doesn't matter, because I am the kind of person that I noticed that and I felt it and I was like, well, let me eat something. Like, even though I seriously do not want to eat it, let me force myself to eat it so that I can have something in my stomach and it not be empty. Well, even that, you still feel the nausea, even with that. Like, that's how crazy this thing is going, because last time I wasn't experiencing this at all. So this time around, I feel that nausea, I eat something, and then I still feel it after. Sometimes even feel worse. So that is really fun and exciting, because it's like, oh, okay, I'm feeling this. Okay, the second thing also is that I am feeling lots of pressure and like my where my uterus would be, like my lower abdomen. I'm feeling lots of pressure down there. It's not like cramps like you get before your period. It's just like pressure and like it's tight. And whenever that happens, I get like really exhausted, and my hips also hurt, which is like a weird symptom. I think I'm gonna, well, I mean, it's all normal. I feel like it's all normal, right? Because everything is just happening down there and your body's just prepping. And then as soon as I feel that, I also feel like the need to like want to get up and throw up and vomit. So I don't get up if I feel that pressure. I just kind of like sit down or lay down or just stay with my head down, because I know that if I just like get up, then I'm just gonna feel awful. And I even have cried about it like a little bit, because I got so scared. At first, because I was feeling those type of cramps, I didn't exactly know what to expect, so that I did get a little sad and I did start crying about it, but it was not awful. But I will show you guys the baby bump. Nothing has changed. I've still taken the same prenatals and still using the same lotion as I did share in my first update, the 5-week update. And I do also apply that lotion like every day. If I miss a day, then it's every other day, but I try not to go past 3 days, because, you know, my skin is also very dry. That's one of the symptoms. Like, my lips are extremely dry. Another thing is my skin was acting up. I do have a little bit of powder on right now, so you can barely tell, but let me close up so you can see. My skin did break out really bad, and I feel like it's just now starting to calm down. And let me show you guys, I guess, what I used so that I could, like, I guess, calm that down and what did help me. Okay, so I have been using this Cetaphil cleanser. So I use this morning and night, and then sometimes even in the middle of the day when I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like my skin just feels awful, like I just need to wash it. And I used this little, I literally just used it like not that long ago, that's why it's wet. But I also use this little like cleaner to just squirt it on there. It foams up, and then I just like clean it. So I've been using that, and I read that in the baby book that I'm also reading. So I'm reading What to Expect. I think this is like not the latest edition. I think this is like the one that's published like a while back, but I am reading this one. I can find the publishing date for you guys. I think this one's 2016. Yeah, I think it's 2016. Yeah, so this is like the 2016 edition, I believe, or at least that's what the date that it says on there. And I did skip around. Currently, I am going to read the 3rd month. I've already read the 2nd month, and then I need to go back and read the 1st, because I just literally skipped that one. But I'm going through it so that I can read them, and then reading all of the important things, and that's what recommended this. And honestly, it really helped, because I don't know if you guys watched like you don't know, because you don't know, but a couple of vlogs ago, my skin was really bad. It was really awful, and I feel like that really did help. But let me show you guys my baby bump so that I can update you guys. So let me show you where the pain that I'm feeling is right here, and it's just constant pressure, and then I even feel it in my hips. But let me just show you guys. This is my little baby bump. I'll do it down so that you can see. Make sure. So my abs are still together. They haven't split or anything like that. There's literally nothing there. Even though Sebastian keeps saying, Mommy, I love your baby bump. I love your baby bump. There's literally no baby bump. It would start here. There's nothing there. Oh. Just holding my breath in so there's no baby bump. Here's my belly. Okay, so also, with that being said, one thing that I did forget to mention is the, what is one thing? Hold on, I just had it on my mind. That's another thing, I keep forgetting things. Like a lot of things. It's not, is it bloating that I'm feeling? Well, I'm not bloated. If I were bloated, it would be like real bad. Oh, okay. So I have been going to the restroom a lot to pee. Like I've been getting up 2 to 3 times a night and then cannot go back to sleep because I'm not a person that falls asleep easily. It takes me a while to go to sleep, but I've been getting up once, twice, or even 3 times a night to have to go to the restroom because I have to go. To have to go pee, and that happens a lot, so I have been having to drink a lot of water because I have noticed that a lot. And then I'm gonna have to look up the word because I can't remember, but I have been feeling like you feel like you need to burp but you don't, or you're like super gassy. It's like, I mean, is that bloating? I don't know what it is, but it's just like you feel like you have like a lot of air like in you, like you need to burp but you can't burp. Stuff like that. It's like bloating, but I'm not bloated. It's just like I feel, I don't know. It's just weird to explain, but I'm feeling that. Like a lot of just air just stuck in me. That's what I'm feeling. I can't think of the word right now, but I'm sure as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to think of it. But that's it for my 6-week pregnancy update. And yeah, the apps I've been using are Ovia Pregnancy and then Pregnancy Center, which are very helpful. I do read a lot of stuff from them, and it does sound pretty cool to just read about how the size of the baby and stuff. Aww. So Sebastian, I love your number blocks. They're so cute. He wants his number blocks to be in the vlog.
Okay.
So we finally found these. They're so cute. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna go get some water. Actually, a smoothie, because I feel like I'm feeling kind of weird and I want to have energy for today. Oh, that's another thing.
Boo!
Keep forgetting. I should write these things down. I get these bursts of energy in the morning.
Boo!
Boo. This is number
9.
9. Number 9. So I feel the bursts of energy in the morning.
7.
By the afternoon, I am exhausted and ready to go to sleep. And then in the evening, I probably am asleep. And then I kind of just gradually get energy back up through the night. So if I don't... 8. So if I don't get everything that I want to get done... Number 2 and number 5. So if I don't get everything done that I want to do in the morning time, I'm not getting anything done. Okay, this video is over because Sebastian is ready to play. 0. That's true, it's 0. So, okay, 1 moment. I need a break. I need to end this video. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and also like this video if it was helpful, or if you find it interesting, or if you want to follow along in the journey of my second baby. Would this be my second pregnancy? No, that other one was a ectopic. I really do not know, but let's not question it and just continue on with the video. I said that before. Okay, let's go. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate all the support that I get in this, and then all the good vibes, and hopefully everything turns out good. As you can tell, I am a little bit excited, and I'm a lot more happier than I was the last month. Last week. Okay, I'm ending it. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and you'll see us in our next video. Right, baby?